Hey, I'm Alexandra, founder of the Village Mind, a holistic health and mindful wellness consulting community. Speaking of community, I want to take this moment to invite you to our community, our maternal village. It's called Village Mamas. It's online. You can find us on Facebook. And you can also join us kind of in person here on Zoom every Saturday morning. We meet for postpartum yoga and fitness, as well as prenatal yoga at 8 o'clock and 9:15. And during our classes and our time together, we combine three elements to ensure that you are most prepared for your pregnancy, your labor delivery, and your journey through motherhood. We do that by tackling the physical practice and asana practice, combining it with an amazing community, and then tying it all in with childbirth ed. And we do all of this together. We're learning and sharing as mamas together. Some of us are brand new and some of us are vets. So come on in and join us. Today, I want to share just an itty bitty piece of one of our favorite postures that we practice in postpartum. Mostly the work that we do in postpartum is to really rebuild stability and strength in the body. And this is one of those things. So this is going to help stretch out your psoas. The psoas is a really big muscle that starts in the lower back, attaching to the lower rib cage, and it moves all the way down and through your pelvis, attaching to the top of the thigh bone. Now, if you're anything like me, you've probably noticed that your postpartum period sits a lot, whether you are feeding your baby, holding your baby, sitting on the floor with your baby. We're constantly in the seated position, and that creates a constant flexion and makes that psoas really, really tight. This can add to lower back pain. It really does not help with pelvic floor stability. So right now I'm going to show you something really easy to help stretch out and lengthen the psoas so that we can build more stability, more balance in the pelvis, in the pelvic floor, in the lower back, and just in your body in general. You can do this anywhere that you like. You can do it in your bed. I don't really think a couch will work. It might work, but you need a little bit of room. So either like your bed or the floor, and just grab some blankets or pillows or towels. All right, let's try it together. So start simply by sitting on your blanket or your pillow, and both of your feet will be out in front of you. And then from here, we'll bring the left leg back and keep the right leg forward. So the right foot is going to be forward, and then you're going to press the blanket so that it's just underneath the right butt cheek, so that your left hip, your left butt cheek's kind of hanging off the side there. Now, already you may start to notice some sensation in the top of the leg, the quad. You may notice it in your hip flexor, and in the psoas as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to start to lean back. You press into the front foot and you lean back, stretching into the left leg. Now, I like to really press down the left knee, and the more that you press down, the more sensation rich this posture is going to be. Now, you can stay here, or if this isn't really doing anything for you, you can slowly, just inch by inch, start to lean back a little bit and pop the left hip up. Now, the more that the hip lifts and the more that the knee presses down, the deeper the stretch will be. I see you. Guest starring my baby to the left. Speaking of babies, if you have your new baby with you, he or she is always welcome to practice with us. I would recommend that you do give yourself some time. So this is a great time to hand off your little or littles to someone else. If that's not available, just bring them along. Take one or two more breaths here and really breathe into this area. So actually visualize the muscles stretching out, elongating, lengthening. And then press yourself back up, unwind the leg, and then we're just going to do the same thing on the other side. So bring your right butt cheek onto the blanket, the bolster, the towel. Flip your right leg back behind you, and then pressing into the left foot, pressing into the right knee. Start to elongate and lengthen, leaning back, lifting up through the hip. And just notice. Might be really, really sensation rich. Now, as in pregnancy, we have a hormone in our body called relaxin, and this hormone stays in our body for up to a year postpartum. So it's really important that we don't overstretch the muscles, that we don't overstretch the joints, because this is just borrowed flexibility. You may be like, oh my gosh, this is great, I can do the splits. But in the long run, it's actually not great. And we don't want to press our body further than what we would normally be able to go. Take a few breaths here. And then lifting up to come out, spin it around, and just wiggle out the legs a bit. Yeah, awesome. So that's just one of many, many different postures that you will get when you come to our Village Mamas Maternal Village. Yeah, again, we meet every Saturday at 8 o'clock for postpartum yoga and fitness and 9:15 for prenatal yoga. You can find the link to register down below, or you can head to thevillagemind.com. We have a virtual studio there, lots of other classes as well. I hope to see you soon, and until then, I hope that you are happy, healthy, and home safe. Ciao for now.